I started with NOL. That's when I learned my basics in shipping. I think to a large extent, it also anchored my interest in shipping. AET was a very exciting part of my journey. It was back in the early 90s. It's a startup. And it's very exciting to see how a startup grew, became one of, I would like to say today, 30 years on, a pretty well-known name and a stalwart in the industry. It demonstrated to me the power of vision, the power of risk-taking, understanding shipping cycles and how business is being scaled. And then, of course, I joined the Kuok Group and into PCL subsequently. I think the first thing we did was a lot of restructuring that needs to be done in the business, partly on the dry bulk side of things. So we got that done over a few years, and then we embarked on rebuilding PCL dry bulk business. We integrated the break bulk business, where we moved a lot of rubber and parcels into dry bulk to give a better offering. At the same time, we also expanded the portfolio of PCL Group. We also introduced the tanker business into PCL. The business grew pretty quickly on the back of energy companies. I've also taken on expansion in my responsibility into KMG, Kuok Maritime Group, looking into building collaboration between the maritime units in the Kuok Group, i.e. Porsche, Pax Ocean and PCL. One of the highlights is the 40,000 multi-purpose vessel, which PCL is currently constructing in Pax Ocean. It is again a demonstration of how integrated thinking can build up a larger value proposition. I think at PCL, a lot of the focus is making ourselves more commercially competitive, while also tightening up our operational discipline. One key area is improving our earnings quality by focusing on where our strengths and competitive advantages are. Operationally, I think we have invested a lot in building operational excellence, improving our standards and our crew training. I'm personally very happy to see how our commercial and technical teams have worked well together over the years. And that makes things a lot more quicker. Decision can be made a lot more faster. And it also built a lot of trust between the teams. It's a bit more of an integrated way of running the business. It's not just commercial and technically in different silos. So we are curating the kind of sea to shore transition. And very importantly is to build the right culture on board the ship. Things I've been talking about: being open, being transparent, being honest, prepared to share. Of course, technology helps now that we have got teams and we have installed teams on board the ship that make things a lot more easier. And on a very practical side, execution is key. You just can't manage this business from remote, from a laptop or PowerPoint. You need to be involved in shipping. We need to stay present. Extremely important, even when we are not physically there. You gotta find different modes of connection, but it's extremely important. It's also very important to be consistent and honest. People appreciate it when you are upfront. You got something to fix it. I'm equally passionate about building talents, about talent management. And in PCL, I'm keen to build a strong succession. I'm keen to build a very strong bench strength of management. And I would also like to have a talent pipeline that can succeed ongoing, almost multi-generational basis. I think these last two, i.e. bench strength and pipeline of talent, is still a work in progress, but I think we are moving in the right direction. We have intensified a lot of outreach into the industry, made a lot of efforts to start cadetship program in certain strategic areas, as you know very well, in Indonesia, which you have been with me, and to Myanmar as well. Realistically, you don't expect everyone to be an Olympic champion, but those who succeed are those who are able to adapt to circumstances quickly, those who are agile in both actions and in mind, and also those who are resilient to setbacks. And I think above this all, most importantly to me, is having the right value system anchored on our five core values of integrity, unity, the effort, and really managing people with gratitude and with compassion. One thing which I think is pretty clear is, there's some notion by some people or perception that collaboration will slow things down. It adds a lot of layers and you introduce new process. I think it is actually quite the opposite. And you might think it is simple, but it is not naturally intuitive to everybody. There's some people who will say, leave it to me to do my work, don't interfere, because the more that inputs are given, it slows things down. Better we understand the issues and the opportunities, I think the better and more confident that we can deal with it. So we need leaders who are versatile problem solvers, people who can think commercially, people who can assess risk. They also know how to respond to technical challenges and also understand and keen to know what is the landscape, business landscape, global landscape. I think that is the kind of culture that we want to build. Proactive, accountable, curious, and committed. Very easy to remember, just remember PACC, proactive, accountable, curious, and committed. That's the culture that we are able to embrace it as a group, as a KMG group. That will make us stronger, and that will surely be a lot more confident to deal with any challenges that whatever may come. No matter where you are, it's really about building relationships. It's really about understanding and communicating with people working with you, shared goals, to build a culture of trust, a culture of being genuine and sincere. And that is what makes progress possible. So I think if you like a journey that will cross ocean, if you like dealing with people of different cultures, in different geographies, and if you want to be involved in an industry which is dynamic and going through transformation and changes, maritime is the place for you.
Number